Let's do this. Okay. I'm going to record this. I'll put the replay up. I really just want to go through the basics with you guys and let you guys know how awesome and exciting this is. You know, like for me, things are really hard right now. And, you know, I'm crying a lot. Things are hard, but these changes, they're very encouraging and they make me excited to just have my Young Living time and work on Young Living stuff. So I can't wait to share them with you guys. And what I'll probably do is go through the information that I have, and then you guys can let me know if you have questions at the end. So maybe mute yourself if there's any background noise where you're at or something, and then at the end we can anybody can unmute or chat to ask questions. I have a list of some of the questions that are coming up the most. I'm not going to have all the answers, but I'm going to keep digging for them. And so any questions you have tonight that I don't have the answer for, I'm going to write down and bring back to you guys support. And I know that we'll all eventually get it, but I think the sooner the better. We'll feel comfortable about it, and we'll be really excited about moving forward with these changes. I didn't have time, obviously, to do like a PowerPoint like I wanted to for you guys, but I'm really just going to give you some basic bullet points. So if you have something to take notes with, you might want that. And then I just threw up a couple of pictures that I'm going to use to kind of just help, because sometimes pictures help me too. So we're probably, I'm going to share like most of the changes that have been talked about on the diamond calls, but not all of them are coming right now. We have a calendar of when these things are going to be coming out, but the dates are still really fluid. So they've asked us not to share some of the dates. So I will share with you some of the dates. You know, we talked, the announcement today wasn't everything that's changing or coming up or being enhanced, but I will, you know, be sharing some of that with you guys and stuff. Mostly, I just want to make you guys comfortable with what's changed, and because obviously you probably already had people asking you questions. We just had, you know, so many messages already about why does it say our ER points are going to be taken away, and we're like, no, it's just your ER. It's just an ER bonus for people who do the business. So we want you guys to really feel equipped to handle the questions that are going to come in the next few days for sure. Upcoming. So first of all, here's the new Young Living terms, and I will post this graphic in our group so you can refer back to them. It's really, really simple. It's basically just like taking and just changing names. It's not really much change as far as those go. So these were just basically like FTC friendly terms to show that we're really a legit business, and we're not like, you know, there's so many more MLMs coming out that are giving MLMs a bad name. And so these help us distinguish ourselves from those, since we are a legit, you know, long-term business that has been doing so well and having high ethics for almost 30 years. So these are some of the changes that for the terms that you're going to be hearing. And, you know, it's just a name change. That's all it is with these. So I'll just share that picture in one of our groups, and you can refer back to it. It's just, we've done this in the past before where we've had to change verbiage and things like that. And then pretty soon you just don't even think twice about it. So let me see if I can figure out where. So we have just a change of classification of members. So basically anything that was a retail customer before is just customer now, but also so are members, distributors, but also people can be a brand partner. And those are people who are doing the business. And we've had discussions with Young Living back from when I was on the advisory board, you know, a while ago, when I first started on that. And that was, the discussion was really, if you look at it, so you might have people where you've heard that were like, maybe like they would say, I'm gonna, so you've maybe heard people say like, well, you know, that's a scam because most people don't make any money with it. And that's just because most people don't do the business, as you guys know. And so it looks really bad because it looks like, you know, like 80% of Young Living members aren't making any money, or, you know, distributors, independent distributors aren't making any money. When in fact, it's just that many people just choose to be customers, and that's what they are. And that's great. And so that's where the distinction and the change came from on that. And that is really good and solid for helping us maintain ethics and integrity, and also showing that we're not this MLM that's just recruiting people to do a business. We're about the products and the lifestyle. So that's that change. And then, okay, I'm going to come back to that one. All right, let's see here. Oh, so that was just some of the FTC things. Some of the other changes I'm going to go through briefly tonight are also along the same lines. This is really just like, hey, you know, the FTC is kind of being a sinker because there's a lot of MLMs coming out that are not good and ethical. And so we just have to make sure that we're really being solid and protecting ourselves from that. So some of these I just took screenshots of diamond calls because I just knew I needed the information to hold things in with you guys. So let me just see here. I think I want to first go through okay, so we can talk about all that and work through numbers in the group, but obviously this is one of the changes. The starter kit bonus is being retired because the FTC is like that we don't like it when you're using an incentive to recruit people or whatever. So let's see here. We have some of these changes being started May 1st. So the company has to legally share the changes 30 days ahead of time. So you're hearing about them now, but most of these don't start until May 1st. The one thing that does start sooner than May 1st is the Silverbound program relaunching. So we will have that information, we'll keep sharing. We have a video that Aaron Rodgers did training on it. And that's really huge because that's where a lot of people are going to be able to hit a lot of bonuses continuously and stuff like that. So we want to make sure you guys know about that. We'll talk about that in the groups and stuff. But that is launching April 1st. So that's coming up really soon here. So I want you guys to kind of focus on that once this is kind of clear in your minds. And then of course, April 17th, we've got the spring catalog. Something's coming in the mail for me tomorrow. That's going to be a part of that. And I can't tell you guys what it is, but obviously new products. That's what that means for a spring launch. So watch out for that. May 11th is the reclassification of the terms customer to brand partner, and that'll be reflected in the shop virtual office things and stuff like that. So I want to make sure you guys have that down. So I'll put the graphic about the reclassification, the terms and stuff like that. But the main thing on that is just anybody who has not met certain criteria is going to just automatically be rolled over as a customer. Anybody who has met any one of the criteria, which I'll go through with you guys, they will be grandfathered into the program as a brand partner. And let me just make sure I got them right for you guys. Grandfathered in as a brand partner, the criteria will be one of the following. If they have received a check in the last 12 months, all of these are in the last 12 months, received a check, achieved a rank of star or above, enrolled someone, and so if they've done any of those in the last 3 months or 12 months, they don't have to purchase the business essentials kit that we're going to talk about. They just are automatically grandfathered in as a brand partner. So this is a conversation you're going to want to have with your members because it's going to come up with them. Are they going to want to be a customer or a brand partner? And you're going to, if they're not automatically grandfathered in, then they'll just automatically be a customer and they don't have to address that at all right now if they don't want to. But if somebody is going to be grandfathered into that, that's something that they should know about. And so that might be worth going through with your people and saying like, you've, enrolled somebody, you've got a check, you've done this, achieved a rank of star or above in the last 12 months. So here's what's coming up. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. And you don't have to purchase a business essentials kit. Here's what the difference is between being a brand partner and a customer. And really all that difference is that when someone shares their referral link or their referral number, it's just going to be a referral number, not like a sponsored ID number. They're just going to be able to get paid on that person's orders. And that's really the difference. So if they want that to get paid, then they need to be a brand partner. So if they're, wondering what the difference is, that's really just it. Let's see here. So let's see. Okay. Enrollment path. So the enrollment path is going to change. I have been on some demos of the enrollment process on the new platform. I've also been on the new platform and been playing around with it. And this is it, you guys. This is where everything's going to just boom for us. This is where I get super excited about. If you go onto pretty much any website and you're like, just I'm going to buy this, like for instance, okay, so I do Thrive Market and I just go on there and I'm like, I need this one and I want this one every 6 weeks and I want this product every 4 weeks and I want this. And I just did it last night with cat food at Hollywood Pet Feed store. And so it's just like the same thing. When you go onto a website like that and you're like, well, I want this product now, so I'm going to add this one to my cart now, but I want these every 4 weeks and this every 6 weeks and stuff. That's all it's going to be. It's so smooth. A lot of the things in the past couple of years that we've spent our time on as leaders is helping people navigate their orders in the website. We're not going to have to do that. I can tell you that right now. It's very self-explanatory. It's very easy to figure out. The buttons are all there. It has these things where it'll pop up and it'll say like, you're this close to getting this. And it'll show like you can see your accumulation of the freebies and your loyalty rewards points and things like that. You can click on the calendar and like see like, this is what I'm getting this month, this is what I'm getting this month, this is what I'm getting this month. So when people go to enroll, this is the cool thing. They don't have to get a kit, which we know that kits are still an incredible value and we still want to make sure people know that. But if you're sharing Thieves hand sanitizer with someone and they find out that they pretty much have to buy a kit, and they have to use a special link or they have to click on enroll, and then they have to pick a kit or build one of their own and add on the $35 basic kit. Most people are like, yeah, no, that's too much. Can you just add it onto my order? Well, this means more members, more customers for us, because they're literally just going to be able to go onto Young Living's website and add that Thieves hand sanitizer on and say, I want one every month. And boom, their customer, they're getting 24% off. And if they're if they're making it 50 PV a month, then they're also getting loyalty rewards from it. And it's all going to explain that right there as they're shopping. It's going to automatically, adjust. It's always working to adjust. So if they take something off and they don't have something on their subscribe to save program, then it'll change it so that they don't have the 24% discount. It'll just be the regular retail price. And when you go on, you'll see that it has crossed out the retail price and it'll show you the wholesale price, the 24% off price that you're paying, saving by being on the subscribe to save program. So when people come to purchase for the first time, and I would say enroll, but they're really almost like not enrolling anymore because they're just customers, which is awesome and easy. And you're still getting paid the same way for them. So they're going to come on and they're going to pick what products they want. And then they're going to choose if they want to do a subscription to unlock that 24% discount, or if they're going to have 100 PV to get that 24% discount. When they do a subscription or subscribe to save, if they add an item on, there's no minimum of what that has to be. It can be a lip balm. And as long as, I think it's 3 months, I have to go back and check. As long as there's something in the subscribe to save over 3 months, they get the 24% discount unlocked. I have to double check the 3 months. Because it might be 6 months, but I thought it was 3 months because I think it goes out 3 months when you're on the shopping platform, and there's 3 tabs for months, but I have to double check that. I have to go, I wonder if I could go in and show you guys my shopping thing. So anyway, that's how they enroll, or that's how people basically just get their Young Living account started. Oh, so here's the new agreement that everybody's kind of, can you guys see my screen now? This, when I switched windows to the Young Living one, is that showing up? Okay. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to see if it'll let me go to shop. So this is the virtual office that I was at. Brand partners will still have a virtual office. People who are customers, they're not brand partners. All they will have is this shopping platform. They will not have the virtual office. As soon as somebody upgrades to the virtual office, they will get a virtual, you know, as a brand partner, they will get the virtual office also. How this affects going inactive. Okay, yes, I have a post about inactives too. So this is shop, and it's just literally just shopping. Do I have a cart? I want to see.
I think our question, if you have a second, Sarah,
Yes,
our question
yes.
is, so how does this affect, like if someone stops ordering, like let's say they sign up, they're ordering a lip balm every month for 3 months, and then after the 3rd month, they're not ordering a lip balm anymore. Are they still showing up in our organization, or can they jump to a new organization and order a lip balm for 3 months?
So that will stay the same. They will still be in your downline. They will still show up. And if they pop on again, they will pay retail price unless they put something back on the subscribe to save.
Okay.
Does that
To
make
answer
sense?
your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So
Hey, Sarah, I have a question.
after a
Yes.
year,
If they do go inactive, how do they activate again? What do they need to do?
All they need to do is go to the website and shop. And then once, it's all going to be by email. So even if they forget something, it's the same email address. Obviously, there's other criteria to make sure it's all the same, just like it is now. They're just going to go on to shop, and that's it. And they're just going to, it's going to have them, you know, like add something to their cart. And so it'll show, you know, like if you want your 24% savings applied, you need to add it to your subscribe and save, and things like that. So,
Okay.
but
So
as
no
far
more
as
50 PV?
no, no. Actually, I need to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Let me
so
double check on that. I gotta write that down.
there's no more like 1 year to go inactive. Like as soon as they're off of the subscribe to save.
Mhm.
So
As
there's
soon
no more 1 year.
they get 1 year if they do 100 PV when they first purchase. So like the starter kits, that gives them a year. But if they just pop on a couple of things to subscribe to save, as soon as there's nothing in the subscribe to save, they don't get the 24% discount anymore.
Got you. So if they do 100 PV order though, they have that membership price for a year.
Yes. Mhm.
Awesome.
It's really easy. It's just different than what we know. So it's really, for new people coming in, it's going to be so easy. You're going to have fewer questions. They might figure stuff out before you do. If you're getting new members, as soon as this starts happening, they're probably going to figure it out before you do. Just because it's so simple, and we just kind of got to play around with it a little bit and stuff like that. So, going inactive is still, let me think here. It's still going to be the same as far as I know. For 12 months, they'll still be showing up in your downline and stuff. They just won't have that 24% savings unless it's on subscribe to save, or they did 100 PV to get started. So basically they'll look like basically just like retail members do in your downline. They're still there for 12 months. They just haven't purchased anything again. And then as far as reactivations go too, while we're talking about that, when somebody reactivates, if they've had any of those criteria that we talked about, received a check in the last 12 months, achieved the rank of star above, or enrolled a customer, because some people, you know, I've had some people enroll somebody and they never put in an order for 12 months. They didn't get the commissions on that. But if they reactivate and they've had any of those criteria in the last 12 months, they will automatically be reactivated as a brand partner. So this is just kind of what the shopping thing looks like. I was just kind of playing around with it a little bit and stuff. So it'll look a little bit different. There'll be some things over here that'll show like your, you know, your points and your, all that kind of stuff and your freebies and stuff like that. I love right here where it shows the discount that you get with the 24% savings. I mean, it's just so smooth. So anyway, what is going to happen too is right here, people can just become a brand partner. I don't know what it'll do with me because I'm logged in and I'm already, so anyway, it's just super basic. Why share Young Living? And then it shows the 3 steps to get started. Basically, they just have to choose the business essentials kit, which for right now, we only have one. It's the $30 one. It's, you know, got the Rise booklet. It's got a 3-month free trial with my YL. It's got info on YL Insights, the app, and it's got like a calendar, silver-bound info and stuff like that. So that's the only one available currently, but there's going to be more. So there's going to be other ones to choose from. Let me just check my kid's numbers real quick. Okay, his sugar's good. So that's, let's see here. So basically they do that. They sign the agreement and then they start sharing. And they can learn about the things right here about being a brand partner. And then once they do that, then they'll get the VO. So they'll get access to that as well. I'm going to go back to, let's see here. How do I? I can't see it right here with this here. Can't see how to I move this bar at the top so I can, okay. No. Oh my gosh. That's not what I wanted to do. It's like this bar that won't go away at the top. Okay. So we have a referral number. Yeah, so there's still gonna, I'm still waiting for clarification on that. We can still place people in everything. That's not changing. I just need clarification as far as how that works. We still have that first 30 days and everything like that. So that's still there. Why won't this go away? Okay, so I'm gonna do, which one did I have here? Okay. So let me see here. So that's that. I wanted to show you guys, let's see here, this, because what happens is 96% of people start with a PSK. So obviously we're still gonna be sharing that, but we might see that number change drastically with the changes happening here. And being able to, it's so simple. Like they showed a demonstration of somebody ordering for the first time, and it was just so smooth and simple. We statistically lose 60% of people by the second order. And a lot of that has to do with the reasons that they asked for. Too many oils, they didn't know how to use. You know, obviously that's why we're always talking about, you know, really prioritizing education, but too expensive. And they're gonna see how easy it is to a lot of it was, you know, I was getting so many messages from people like, I don't even know how to log in. I've never placed a second order because I didn't know how to log in, and they thought it was too hard. And then when we do vendor events, we're talking to people and they're all like, well, I just order through my friend because, you know, she knows how to do it all and stuff like that. And it's like, it's really easy. So now it's going to, you know, it's just going to help work on all of that. So with some of the changes, as we talked about, there's going to be no start, that's not the start living bonus, the $25 that you get on 100 PV PSK. But it's going to more than make up for that because now we're getting full PV on the starter kits. So we still get that 25% fast start bonus and then more OGV from it. And also people are way more likely to just pop on and order something again. They're way more likely to have it set up with their subscribe to save and just do it that way. It's so simple. One thing I want to tell you guys though, while I'm thinking about it is, darn it, hold on a second, I lost my phone. Give me a sec, I gotta go back to that. Okay. Is that where I was going with it? Okay, so, okay, so then when people are checking out, they're going to have an option to check out as a guest, or, what does it say? What's the, or, purchase, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, like check out as a guest or create an account, just like, you know, you have with any other websites. When they do that, if they check out as a guest, then the next time it's still going to like log them. It's still going to log their information. It's still going to count towards your stuff and all of that. But they just can't put any products on the subscribe to save. It's going to tell them that, and it's going to tell them that they'll get the 24% discount if they create an account and do the subscribe to save. If they do subscribe to save, and then they go to check out and they want to do it as a guest, it's going to say you can't get your subscribe to save without creating an account. So it's part of just looking and showing that it's just regular ordering like any other business. But it's also really just easy. There's going to be, so I showed you the upgrade button that people can upgrade anytime to become a brand partner. And then once they do that, it's going to say, here's your personal referral link. And it's just right there. Because I know that for me, one of the things I try to make sure every person that enrolls knows how to do that enrolls with me is to find their referral link. And so this is going to just pop up and show them as soon as they upgrade to a brand partner, there is their referral link. So overall, people are going to be more likely to order. We know that statistically just from all the stuff that they've done. And then, let me see here. Okay, there was something else. I gotta come back to it. I don't forget that. So let's see here. Darn it, that's really bugging me.
Sarah, I don't want to interrupt you. I raised my hand, but I don't think it's okay. Can I ask you a few things?
Yes, please. It might help me remember what I'm trying to say.
This question was from the beginning of it. You said that they're only going to have our referral number, so there's no more enroll or sponsor. So I just was wondering if you had clarification as far as, so a new member enrolls with just our number, are we still going to be able to, change the sponsor as far as building underneath legs?
Yeah, so that won't change, but I haven't gotten clarification as to like where do we put the sponsor number? When do we send it in? Do we automatically have to do it for all of them? Okay. Each month, or, like I'm not even getting anything on that. So I'm going to email that one in too. Okay.
And I'm sorry, I have 3 questions. And then the next one is, are we still going to have starter kits?
Yes. So we'll still have the starter kits. The PV on them is going to be full PV. For the most part. I think there might be some exceptions to that. So like the $165 kit is going to be 165 PV. Wow. So you're getting the 25% on the 165 PV now. You're getting the OGV 165 free OGV now. So that kind of makes up for not having that $25 start living bonus anymore. So that's pretty sweet. And is there something else on the starter kits?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So if they're not doing the $25 fast start bonus, do we still get 25% those first 3 months?
Yes. And
I'm
that's
sorry,
what
I was a little
about.
late.
That's what I want to talk about. That helped me remember. Okay.
Got you,
so,
girl.
Thank you. Oh, I should have done clarity oil before this. Okay. So yes. So it's 25% on the first 3 months. Now here's the thing I really want you guys to remember. That is on a customer, not somebody who enrolls as a brand partner. So if you're sharing the business and somebody wants to enroll to do the business, you're not going to get the fast start bonus on them. And there's a reason for that. Obviously, it's because the FTC doesn't want companies to be like, oh, you're just bringing a bunch of people in to do the business, because we're about the lifestyle and the products. So when you bring somebody in to learn, to use the products, and then maybe their first month, they're like, I want to share this, and how do I share this? And somebody's asking me about buying this and stuff. And you show them, here's your referral link. and they want to upgrade to a brand partner, they can do that in the first 3 months, and you will still get the fast start bonus for those first 3 months, as long as they originally ordered, enrolled as a customer. So that's really the best way to go. Obviously, some people might still want to just enroll right off the bat as a brand partner, and I'm not going to tell them, no, they can't do it, because then I'm not going to get a bonus. But it's just a really great shift. And like, we really talk about, you know, using the products and having your own experiences with them before you're promoting them. So it just kind of helps us really go that route. So still the fast start, and on for 3 months, as long as they enroll as a customer.
And then my terrible question that I asked you earlier was the whole 100 CV thing with legs and the qualification. I know that's the worst question.
I know. No, it's just like icky. So I don't understand that chart that he gave us. So qualifying leg requirements, this is really hard to read because I took it as a screenshot on a diamond call. This is effective June 1st. So that'll give us a good amount of time to get clarification on it. It's 100 CV during the month. If a brand partner at the top of a leg is not a qualifying brand partner, then there's the roll up. So there's that, the things will roll up just like they did before. And it's just 100 CV, which I have no idea what that's going to look like, to be honest. Like if they have an accumulated first level 100 OGV, then I think that counts as their 100 CV to get their check. But we have been going back and forth on this with Diamond Support, with corporate, because it just seems as clear as mud, you know? So, yeah.
Sorry. The concern, obviously, I'm just thinking of is, you know, you have these leaders emerge level 5, 6, 7 underneath a leg that you've either one built under, 2 they've dropped off, they're not the product of the product, and so that would mean that these people are getting a pretty hefty paycheck for not being leaders, and so obviously I'm a little concerned with that. That's why I just wanted clarification.
Oh yeah, and we've had some pretty heavy discussions about that, including in the middle of an elevator in Utah. It's like, that's not okay. We can't have check cashers. So from what I understand, they did a little bit more. Basically, when we first had the discussion a year and a half ago or so, they were like, well, we just can't require any purchase for them to get a check. And we're like, no, that's not okay. There has to be something. And so this was kind of a merge of everybody's concerns, and like, well, we can't really require something, but we kind of can, and we'll do it this way. So, and it's like, okay, that's great, but it's so unclear. So I'm going to keep working on that one, because we'll have till June 1st to hopefully educate everybody and be really clear on it. And then, I don't think I have a screenshot of this one, but you'll see, once everything is switched over to the new platform, you will see, you know, those little square icons in your virtual office in your downline, you will see brand partner or customer, BP or C, for every person. So you will be able to look at your downline and immediately see who's a brand partner and who's a customer. So if you see a customer and they have a downline, or they enrolled somebody or something, you can go and look and say, hey, if you want to get paid on that, you need to upgrade to a brand partner, and here's how you do that.
Hey, Sarah.
Yes.
So it looks to me like the qualifications for a leg actually are not changing. Am I wrong? They still need
Well, still
100.
100.
Okay, so
it's just
basically
called
that's staying the same.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but it's not, it doesn't have to all be that person's order. So that's kind of where I'm like, well, how much of it does it have to be? Do they have to have 50 of it be their own order? Do they, I don't know. So is it like, if they have one person that orders 100, you know, I don't know where that is. I just, it's the CV part is where I'm confused. And I don't think anybody is solid on that yet. So hopefully more will be coming out on that. Oh, sure. Now he texts me. So I'll get that. That's one of my things we need to work on really a lot. It was a lot of achiness as we were going through it. So I wish I had more for you guys on that. This is just what I told you about the reactivations. If they've enrolled somebody, earned a check, achieved the rank of star or higher in the last year, then when they are reactivated, they will be reactivated as a brand partner. So, ooh, that's a good one. Spouse accounts. Let me write that question down. Yeah, we really want them to enroll as a customer first, but they can change in the first month and we'll still get that fast start. Hold on, let me write the and about the spouse accounts too. That's a good one. Okay. I mean, it's going to be the same as soon as we get that as what it is for us, as soon as we get that clarified. I don't know what that was. Oh, what the heck? Where did I go? I wanted that picture. Where did it go? Okay. There was one, I didn't make it bigger. I don't know how to make it bigger. So that it'll have little icons like that, BP or C for brand partner and customer. Let's see here. So basically the things that we need to know is that if you have somebody that enrolls as a customer and somebody purchases something with their referral link or number, they're not going to get paid on it unless they upgrade to brand partner. I don't know if anybody else knows this already. I haven't watched Sherry's video, but I don't know if that goes somewhere or not. Like if that commissions goes somewhere or not. I haven't gotten clarification on that. That's another thing I need to come back to you with. I think there were some notes that I had too that I got to share. And I'll post timelines as you know, we get more solid dates and stuff like that. Another thing that's going to happen is reactivations are going to be able to be done online. But like I said, they're just going to be able to go to the website and shop. And they're working on making sure that it does a better job of automatically populating their original sponsor enroller when they reactivate, because you know we had some issues with that in the past. Yeah, so leg qualification doesn't change as far as compression stuff goes. So compression is still going to happen. People will still roll up if they don't have that qualifying CV or whatever to be a leg. So that's not going to change either.
I'm like the bad student. So you said reactivations can be done online and then they'll automatically go to their previous enroller sponsor or that number, the new terminology.
Yep.
What if they wanted to be on a new team and it's been like 2 years? So they're going to go right back on the old one?
They still can. They will go back on the old one. So that's where I think, as far as I know, we'll have to educate them on how to do that. I heard somewhere that there was going to be a way that they could do that online. Like through the shop or something, but I haven't heard anything further on that. So I think that is something that we just, you know, need to be like, here, you know, I don't know if it'll still be an email where we can just be like, here, email this email address and this change. So,
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So Sarah, can I ask a question on that?
Yes.
So like, let's say they signed up on one team and then went inactive and signed up under somebody else's team and then went inactive. When they sign up again, would it go to the original or the most recent team that they were on? Do you know?
It would be the one they were on when they were last active.
Okay.
Yep. And then, yeah, there's some things we're still working out on there because the last diamond call got pretty heated. So I won't tell you about some of those changes. Like they were talking about letting people switch sponsors if they upgrade to a brand partner, and we're like, no, that's not okay. And I'm sure you guys can understand why that is just so icky. So we did not let that call end until they had heard that that was something they needed to go back to the drawing board on. So Diamond's got your back, and we're like not letting them. They just aren't on the field side, and they just don't see how things can be sometimes. So anyway, I will put all of this in our group. I want to make sure that that was what let's see here. That's a good question, Erin. I'm not sure if they can opt out of that referral. I'm pretty sure they still can. I'm gonna, pretty sure they can, but I'm gonna check on that. So let's see here. ARIA PSK, ooh, that's the one I don't know if it's gonna change or not. The business kit, the business essentials kit, the one we have right now is going to be the RISE booklet, info on the Wild Insights app, Silverbound info, a calendar, 3 months free MyYL, and there might be a couple other printouts or something like that. That's what it is right now. So if they want to reactivate under a different team, they said that there is probably going to be a way for them to do that online. But as far as I don't know anything more on that. So at this point, I would still be making sure that they call it in, or, you know, when they reactivate, send it in with their, well, that's not ideal, obviously, just to call it in for right now. I don't know. And that's going to be, where's my timeline? I thought I had a timeline of these. That's not going to be till at least, what did I say, June, I think. So for right now, the timeline that we need the most is number 1, April. We've got the Silverbound relaunch, April 1st. April 17th is the spring catalog launch. And that means super cool new products and OGV boost. And then May 1st is when the Fast Start bonus changes. And that's just going to be the ER bonus and the Start Living bonus going away. And then the Fast Start bonus being for customers that you enroll. The shopping platform is going to be coming May, hopefully May, we don't know, May 1st, May 11th, I don't know. But they're working on making sure to do that after the April spring launch and before convention, because we don't want to have to switch platforms when we're doing something huge like that and having lots and lots of orders come in. And then the reclassification of the terms May 11th. So those are the main things right now. And then some of the other things are going to fall into place in June and stuff like that. So I'll keep you posted. Diamonds are sharing, you know, more clarification and stuff as we go through this and stuff. So every single thing that they share, I will post with you guys. I'm going to be coming in and sharing more about Silverbound for right now, and helping our teams, you know, figuring out how we can help our teams meet those bonuses for right now and stuff. And then, like I said, some of this is just going to be so easy for new people, that I think that more of our time is just going to be spent understanding it ourselves and helping our current members understand it. So that's going to be nice, that it'll be just so much easier for new customers. Let's see here. I think that's it. I want to take my notes.
The Silverbound's definitely staying, right? Because it wasn't on the updated like compensation in the back office. That's not going to go anywhere.
Oh,
The new one?
yeah, it is. And they did a lot of analysis and stuff like that to figure out how they can get it in for the long run. I haven't heard anything about, since I'm thinking of it, level up stuff or whatever, those kinds of monthly things. So if that's something that your team does well with, that's something I would just say to do you know, work on how you can do some incentives like that for your own team. But again, maximizing the Silverbound program is really going to be huge. Do you guys have any other questions that I probably don't have the answer to?
Hey, Sarah. So if someone asked about if they could go on and opt out of having like an enroller, which they can do at this point, they can go on and like not put an enroller or sponsor down. When in the new site, are they going to, I know you probably don't know this answer, so I'm just giving you another question to ask, but are they going to just go into the orphan program like they do now? So it's not necessarily that they get out of having a team. It's just that they randomly get placed with a team, which isn't necessarily ideal for them either.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Good question. I'm gonna bring that one back too. I mean, I think that if it was, I'm guessing if it was changing, we would have been told that, and they haven't said anything about it. So I'm guessing at this point, I would move forward like it's the same.
I've been annoying you with all these questions, but on a positive note, like you're saying, as far as like our new members and new brand partners, this is going to be mimicking Amazon that I don't like, but they do well. So I see this just like propelling all of our businesses. We just have to like, obviously a lot of you guys have been here a lot longer than me, but even for my team now, the OG people are like, whoa, but we'll learn it and it'll be awesome. And it's also a great curve for new leaders. You can let them know that they can learn alongside you and it'll be more approachable. And I've found that people are like, oh yeah, good. She's learning too. So it just makes us more humble. And then I found that it's actually been really good so far. So I just wanted to encourage you guys.
I like that. I think that's a good way to move forward for all of us to just be like, hey, we're learning together. And
on like level playing ground. Like if you're a distributor or a brand partner and just bought your kit, like I don't know what I'm doing either. Let's go. So that's what
I like that.
saying.
I think that's going to be a big benefit, actually, a bonus out of this, because like when I first started building, I mean, Dawn, Kira, Kristen, Joy, like we were learning together. I didn't know a stitch more than them, and probably less than all of them. And we all grew together and like we were better for it. So I think that is actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I think we can really use that to really have some good come out of that too.
I think what I am most excited about is if people aren't really sure about the oils or they don't want to dive into a 12 oil starter kit, they can go, I just want to try a bottle of lavender and see what happens. And then you put them into your education and into learning more without them already spending, $265. And then hopefully they'll fall in love and then want to spend the $265 and get the Aria kit or whatever. So I love that, because the whole PSK is so intimidating for people because they go, well, I don't know what to do with these things. Even though you reassure them, I will help you, I'm there to help you. Sometimes people are just like, well, I don't want to learn all that right now or whatever. So I love it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing from it. Absolutely.
The resources, they buy their lavender, then they start seeing your education, they start seeing people talk about making their thieves, household cleaner, and then they're like, hold on, I need to add that for every other month, whatever it is. And then the other thing that I was really excited about is the whole, like, of course, negative people are going to be like, well, I want my, $50 starter kit bonus, whatever, but we are now getting that full PV, and we can actually, it's going to be focused on educating people and really giving them what they actually need. Like for each person. So it's not upselling if they actually really need, multi-greens, all these things. We could be making their orders instead of, so the Aria everyone wants, if they place 300 PV on supplements, you're getting 25% of that. So it's all in our favor anyway. And it'll make our brand partners want to do that and educate and really meet needs. And that's what, we're really here for. So I love it too. Like you said.
Yeah. I love it. Customizing, helping people customize and making
one of the things that bothered me the most is when I would sit and have a conversation with somebody about their health needs, and I would say, you might want to try this, this, and this, and they'd be like, okay, I'll try those, and I'll go, well, you got to buy a starter kit first. I mean, I didn't say it. Right. But it's like, okay, you have to buy this starter kit first, and it's like, well, I don't need all that. You just told me I needed this. And I was like, that it'll take away that weirdness of that part of the conversation, which I'm just like so excited about.
Yeah. I found the same thing, because everybody always wants to know where you started, right? And I started with Copaiba, and that's why I bought my kit. And now it's not in the kit. So every time everybody asks me my story, my story is still always going to be Copaiba. And so this is kind of really huge, because I noticed this weekend I was at a vendor event, the first time in a year because COVID, and every single time someone asked me a question, it was all about Copa IBA, and it's not in the kit.
So they can just pop on now and just add their Copa IBA and then boom. And I like Brittany's question too. Like, will that change who we add to our groups? Like, do we just subscribe to save people, just those that
Right.
start with a starter bundle or 100 PV? I think that's going to really be up to each group. And I mean, you know, that's something definitely we have to consider and talk about. But like Jackie, I think it was Jackie said, you know, like if they can just, oh, I just want to get lavender, or oh, I just need to get Copa IBA, and then they can learn about more stuff by being in our groups, and then simply just going on and adding some more products and doing subscribe to save. Then I think that would be huge.
I think as long as they are considered a member and they can't like jump off of subscribe to save and hop on someone else's team, as long as they're still in the period of time before they go inactive, I think every single person who is considered a customer and is getting the 24% off should be in our groups.
So, and that's where, you know, everybody, you're going to have to decide, because like if somebody pops one thing on, they don't do subscribe to save, they don't do 100 PV, that's just going to be like retail before. And for us, we didn't add retail members to our group. So I think it would probably be the same, right? I don't know.
So if they pop on, like, subscribe, like someone gets lip balm every 3 months, are they going on our groups?
Yeah, I mean, then they're on the subscribe to save program, right? And I think that might be a good part of our new, you know, like education moving forward is, hey, one of the benefits of subscribe to save isn't just that 24% discount and the ease of it, it's also the resources, the support and things like that. I don't know.
You can turn the lavender lip balm into a 500 PV order if they have the education and understand that they need to stop buying at Walmart and Amazon, and they need to
Amen to that.
So that's how I view that personally in my groups, but I'm crazy. But I think it's great. This is going to be really good. We just have to like go past the curve and we'll be good.
Yeah.
Sarah, I had a question. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm driving.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I was reading all the new member agreements and policy and procedures today, and it said something about the 100 PV requirement dropping off on June 1st. I know a lot of these changes are taking effect May 1st. But when I logged in, I printed, it might have been the new member agreement, but I printed all the stuff because I wanted to like read up for my team. Do you know if there are any other changes that are waiting until June 1st to take into effect besides that PVCV thing that's switching over?
Let me check. I have a picture of that and I didn't share it because I'm not supposed to yet, but I'm going to go check that for you guys. Oops, what did I just do? Okay, so let me find my.
I think that's where all the dates are just a little tricky because there's so much changing and it's all different dates and it's changing.
Exactly. So let's see here.
So Heather, you're saying rank qualifications for different.
Yeah, that 100 PV requirement is going away for that new CV thing. And I read that was June 1st and I was surprised it wasn't May 1st. So I was thinking once we figure this all out, we could make a graphic with all the dates and all the changes that take effect on all the dates. So that all of our brand partners know what's going on different dates, maybe.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud.
And that's why we need corporate to like solidify the dates for us and not have them be so fluid. So May is really just like I said, the ER bonus being retired, the Start Living bonus being retired. That's when the business essentials kits will launch. And May is when they're going to make fluid again, when all members will be redirected to the new shopping platform. Let's see here. Hold on. Wow, I think I need glasses. Date for fast start, the fast start changes that we talked about, and then reclassification May 11th tentatively of customer brand partner, and then let's look at June here. Wow. Okay. So yeah, the customer volume is June. You know what? I misspoke. The PSK bonus is going to be retired in June, so we'll still get that in May. Oh, I didn't see that on there. I don't think I'm supposed to say anything about that one. Introduction of new starter bundles, huh? I don't know. And then of course convention, that's what we have for June. So the customer volume, the PSK bonus being retired, that's June. And so then basically reclassification, moving over to the new shopping platform and stuff, that's all May.
You
Sometime
said that the starter bundles, I know we're gonna switch over from starter kit. They now will be almost full PV. Am I right? I just want to make sure I caught that
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I don't know if it's every single one of them. I need clarification on that.
So basically we're gonna learn all this and then we're gonna have this like big convention thing like last year, but we'll have all these new things, right? So it's all gonna happen in June, right? Am
Yeah,
right
I
on
mean,
that?
I think we'll have most of it nailed down by then. I think
Like,
that, yeah, I think it's just like, just the customer volume mostly being the main change in June. I think we'll have it by then.
Something that helps me, if you go on Amazon, which I don't do subscribe and save, but you can go play around in there when you try to add something to your cart and order it immediately. Because Mary in that video, I don't know if you guys watched it, Heather made me watch it. She's like my boss. She's not, but you get it. We watched it together. And Mary said that she's been wanting our website, which we know so many people are complaining and have been complaining about it, just being easier. So I'm like, let's have our teams play around in Amazon, even though I don't like them that much, because it obviously, if she said it, we're gonna go that way. We're gonna start like mimicking that. So I guess that'll be something good to just.
It will. Or if you're a Thrive Market member, because I find that it's really close to that, but so much prettier. I haven't done the subscribe to save on Amazon, but I do the Thrive Market one, so it's probably pretty much all the same. Dang,
It sounds
it's so
really
pretty.
neat. I'll say the last thing, I promise I'll stop talking, is
No, no.
that first when I saw that the 100 CV thing, which is like, oh man, because you think about like leaders rising deep down or even close that or if you've built an entire organization and then they're just gone and they're going to get this big check. But then I was like, moving forward, how much more as leaders here, we will not be building under someone that isn't a product of the product. So you're going to be able to look at your organization. I would never dump underneath someone that's not placing at least 100 PV, way more, right? So that would have saved me so much heartache in the last 2.5 years where I've raised up organizations and then they just quit on you. So I think like that's the positive spin I have on it. But because at first I was like, that's terrible.
No, that's, yeah, point.
We can look and see who's actually, you'll see the brand partner logo, like you mentioned. And then if they're a brand partner collecting a check, but they're not a product of the product, I am not going to stack there. Absolutely not. So that will like save us long term.
That's
so
a
I
good
was
point.
like, that was like the good spin.
I like that. I'm glad you thought of one. That's a good one. And that's going to be for people who maybe are building and, maybe they didn't know how we maybe have done it in the past, building under people or something, and they just will automatically know not to do it that way. So that's a good point. I like that.
Can I share a spin that I don't know if Brittany's on here or not, Mitchell, but she had a really good spin to that in our chat group today. And she was saying that for someone, this is probably not someone you'd want to stack under, but for someone who is maybe just starting out with the products and they love them and they want to share, but they are super low income and they really want the business, but maybe that 100 PV is not completely feasible for them. Being able to start somewhere and work up, it's more feasible that way, possibly in this situation, which I can see for some people. If you built under them, it could enable them. But if you don't build under those people and you allow them to start enrolling people, it won't scare them off with having to place that big order right off the bat. They can start out where they're at and they can increase their order as their check increases.
That's a good point, especially with the economy for some people the way it is right now. I like that point. I just found a question too that I got clarification on. I didn't mention this, but you guys probably already figured it out. So the loyalty rewards, in order for somebody to get loyalty rewards, obviously they're going to be putting items on subscribe to save every single month, but it still has to be 50 PV each month in order to get the loyalty rewards, essential rewards points. I didn't mention that, so I thought I'd clarify. All right, well, if you guys have any more questions, let me know, because like I said, we're learning together, but I know who to go back to for the answers. So we'll, and you guys are better at me than thinking of questions. Like I'm just right now.
I have a really random question about the website.
Okay.
So my sister was telling me a friend of hers does doTERRA, whatever. But anyways, you can set up a link to somebody with doTERRA.
Mhm.
I wouldn't, but you could, like, let's say they want a lavender and a lemon.
Okay.
You can go and set it up.
Yeah, for those
So
products.
they click on the link and it'll take them to the website and put those right in their cart.
Mhm.
That would be really amazing if we could get that down the road, especially for new people who don't really know when you're talking to them. And I'm, like, I think this one would be really good for you for sleep or this or that. And they're like, yeah, I want this, I want this, I want this. You can add it to the cart and send them that link. I don't know if that's.
Yes,
I don't
no,
know.
there was something I saw about that. And I don't remember where I saw it. I need to go back and look. But somewhere in one of the millions of calls we've had this month, they said something about how, I don't remember if it was with your referral link or something, but like you'll have your top favorites of products and that those will come up or something with your link or something like that. I don't remember where I saw that, but that is something that they're working on. But I want to get more on that.
I think, like, even if you share, like, in your group, like today I made DIY toilet bombs and these are the things I did. These are like the Young Living products that went into this. You could even make that link. And then when people click on it, it would put it in their cart.
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, right now as it is, if you just share a link, when the new platform comes out for everybody, if you share a link to that and they're not an existing customer, it's automatic, it's still going to come up as they have, here's where you enter the number. Which I like that it's I've seen the button, I've seen where it is. It's big, it's bold, it's right, and it's super simple. So I think it'd be like, yeah, here's the product and just enter my number in when it asks for it. I mean, kind of thing. But yeah, I'll ask about the specific links too. And I gotta figure out where I saw that thing about like picking your favorite products and stuff. I don't remember if that was that or something else. I've done way too many videos this month. So we'll get clarification on all of this. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, and then we'll just keep walking through that in the next 6 weeks here, 5 weeks, I guess, before it all happens. And we'll pop on and do another one of these if we need to for more clarification and stuff like that. And I'll let you guys know as I'm getting answers to these. And then maybe we can put them like all in one place so that we can kind of go back and get it. I'll put somewhere, maybe I'll do like a Word doc or something, and I'll put all of the, there's links like Jackie was talking about the video that Mary did. And I have some other links with some more information and details, and then all the, graphics that explain it. And then I'll just keep adding them into that or a Dropbox file or something. I'll just do all that in one place. So you guys can just save that link. And when I add something to it, I'll post it in the group, and you can see what new is in there, whether it's information or new graphics or something like that. So that'll be my project. I'll just do a Dropbox file for everything and get that to you guys. And then I'll put this recording in there too, once it's ready. So thanks you guys. I really appreciate you being patient with me and learning this with me and giving me questions to help clarify it for me too. So I will keep you guys posted, and you guys reach out if you need anything. Okay. Thanks guys.